And he tells us what to focus on. He tells us where our minds need to be centered on, that whatever. And I love how he starts, whatever is true. Here we go. He starts right here, whatever is true. And we know that the word of God is true. What you think about the situation is not true. How you feel about the situation is not true. What they said about the situation is not true. You go to God and you go and you see what the word of God says about it. And that's what he wants us to meditate on. That's what he wants us to think about. That's what he wants us to ponder. He wants those thoughts to be in our minds and be conquering us and be leading us in the way in which that we should go, not the thoughts of worry. Right? Not the thoughts of, well, what's going to happen and how is it going to work out? And what if this doesn't? And what if this does? And when you're in that place, God is trying to build up your faith. He's trying to have you trust in him. And he wants you to focus on those things that are of him, right? And that will immediately start to bring us out of that emotional bondage of despair, that emotional bondage of hopelessness when we think about the things of the Lord, the things that are true, which is the word of God, the things that are noble, the things that are right. Right? A lot of times, I know me, when I'm in desperation, I'm not thinking about what's right. I'm thinking about, listen, I'm going to do what it is that I got to do to get out of this situation, right? By any means necessary. And that's just real, right? We human, but we could focus on whatever is right. What would Jesus do in this situation? You know, how is the Lord trying to use me in this situation? You know, God, give me the thoughts that I need to be thinking about. So not just give it to God, also have your mind be in peace when you're thinking about the things of the Lord.